Hey guys, James Sane here. So today I want to talk about using Zoom on a Windows 10 computer, and can you use an Apple iPad as a whiteboard? So fortunately the answer is yes, you can do that. I had watched some videos about people doing Zoom with an Apple computer, and then how much more user-friendly the iPad was to use as a whiteboard. There is a whiteboard application available in Zoom. It is not as easy as using the iPad, so it leaves a little something to be desired. Especially, I have an iPad Pro. Well, it's in a case. I have an iPad Pro, but most importantly is I have the iPad Pencil. So it makes it very easy because I have a class coming up very heavy on mathematical calculations. Now you may have a class where you need to write, you need to draw. These are some complex calculations, and it's just easier rather than type it on the keyboard, and some of the hunting for symbols is so cumbersome that it's much easier to write it out by hand. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I am going to make a wired connection. So I have the lightning adapter that I'm going to plug into. Let me actually flip my iPad around so I can use it flat, so that I don't have to depend on a wireless connection, but it says you can do it with a wireless connection as well. And then when you go to screen share, now I have a number of choices here, and what I'm going to do is choose the iPhone, iPad phone, and then start sharing. Okay, so it does tell me now on the iPad. I know that I have to go in here. Let me turn this on, and I have to swipe down from the right corner, and there's screen mirroring. I'm going to choose that, and then I'm going to choose the Zoom James, and now my iPad should have popped up, because now it does have a green box around it. So over here on this one screen that I can see my iPad, so I can do whatever I'm going to do. I can see myself. There's nobody else on this particular Zoom call. And then on my other screen, I have all these kind of complex calculations for reference. When you take the registry, you have to have them all memorized. So I didn't have them all memorized at one point. Now you can use whatever app is your favorite app for drawing or writing. I like the Note app that comes with that comes on the iPad, so that didn't cost me anything. Now, if you didn't have an iPad, you didn't have a pencil, would it be worth it? Probably not. You could use the Zoom whiteboard. Now, if you had an iPad but you didn't have a pencil, would it be worth it to run out and spend $130? I think it would. If you have to do a lot of drawing or a lot of writing or a lot of complex calculations, it's just a whole lot easier than using the keyboard. So I'm going to open up the Note application. Let's just say I wanted to start a new one here. I'm going to get rid of the keyboard. And if we wanted to do, let's say, an aortic valve area. So aortic valve area. So I have cardiac output in milliliters divided by divided by systolic ejection period times the heart rate divided by 44.5 times the square root of the mean gradient. So that's just hard to type out on a keyboard. I have multiple divisions. I have the square root of something that I need to do. So I don't find that particularly easy to do on a keyboard. Cardiac output. Let's say we want to do FIC cardiac output. So we have O2 consumption divided by the AO percent minus the pulmonary artery percent times hemoglobin times 1.36 times 10. And then this one's not as complex, but still you have a couple of, you have a division. Whoa! Hey guys, knock it off. What's going on? Relax. The dogs are going crazy back there. They were sleeping. Somebody kicked somebody. It's okay. It's okay, John. It's okay. I like baby talk, even though I'm an old dog. I like baby talk. All right, so then if you had some, let's say their O2 consumption was 225, their AO sat was 95%, their PA sat was, oh, let's get rid of that. The PA sat 75%. Times the hemoglobin, let's call it 12, times 1.36 times 10. I have to answer this doctor here. I'll finish this up real quick so I can answer this doctor about a couple cases. So then you'd have, 225 divided by 20 times 12 times 1.36 times 10. That comes out around 3 or 4 liters a minute. So the answer doesn't really matter, but it's just a point that you can use this. A very nice tool for using on the whiteboard. So yes, if the question is, does this work with Windows 10 and the Apple, because Windows and Apples oftentimes they don't work together at all. So this does. All right, guys, I hope this helps. If you find the video useful, hit the like button. It would help my channel. And if it's useful information, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do, turn on notifications so that you don't miss when the next video comes out. All right, guys, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks so much.